In this section of the video, we will explore the role the Department of Education is playing in developing effective schools. The department has designed a number of quality management programs. Programs such as whole school evaluation, developmental appraisal, and performance measurement. What are the purposes of these three policies? Let's find out.
What is important, what people should recognize is that it's not about talking, but it's about doing things and making things happen.
The purpose of whole school evaluation is to evaluate the overall effectiveness of schools in 9 functional areas, including the quality of teaching and learning.
It was to make sure that schools take responsibility for themselves, for their own runnings. Instead of schools saying that the government can't provide this, the government can't provide this, schools have to take responsibility.
The Development Appraisal Program aims to appraise the competencies of all educators with their full support. This appraisal should pinpoint areas of strength and weakness and result in the creation of programs to meet the individual professional needs of the teacher.
The aim of this implementation is to improve school education, to provide quality education, and help educators to work effectively.
The goal of the Performance Measurement Program is to evaluate teachers for the purpose of salary progression, the affirmation of appointments, as well as the allocation of rewards and incentives.
So, each of these programs has its separate focus and goals. But, at the same time, there are elements common to all three. To avoid any unnecessary duplication of effort, the Integrated Quality Management System has been created. Let's ask Nobuntu Ntatiso what she thinks about these quality management programs.
I think it's about time that we had something like that, because we've always had a problem with our schools in South Africa in the sense that we did not have a standard, because you would find that we have township schools and we have the ex-Model C schools that have resources and the township schools that are under-resourced. So I think whole school evaluation tries to address that, because it tries to create a standard for education in South Africa. Now the second part is that also underperforming schools are going to be supported. Now that is the big word here, it's support. It's not judgmental. It's not there to punish these schools, but it's going to help them, give them support, develop them, so that they can also be on par with the schools that are showing good results. Now, another thing is going to indicate ways in which good schools are going to be recognized. And most importantly, it's going to ensure that learners succeed, because that's the aim of having schools, to make sure that our learners succeed and that they get to be individuals who are able to perform competitively in the global markets.
Making sure that the learners succeed. At the end of the day, isn't that what our work at school is all about? Our job is not merely to implement policy. It is, and has always been, about the learners and meeting their needs. But the needs of learners have changed dramatically over the past decade, and we need to keep up. Everyone in the school community needs to accept that the world is changing and that schools need to change as well. Schools are not only places where people who are big teach people who are little, because everyone is teaching and everyone is learning all the time. Once this mind shift has been made, schools will be able to effectively implement school development programs. Let's end this section of the video with a quote from Stephen Covey. If people won't sustain educational development with their own energy and industry, then money won't either.